Okay. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Okay, so let's see what he's all about. By Dr. Seuss. How many know like Dr. Seuss books? Yeah, you guys do? Can you name one of them?
The Cat in the Hat.
Oh,
Green Eggs and Ham.
Wait, which one's that one?
Green Eggs and Ham.
That's right. How about you?
Fox in the Box.
Really? Fox in the Box is Dr. Seuss too? I don't think I've read that one yet. Oh, alright, ready? Okay, so we have every who down in Whoville like Christmas. So, oh, there he is. Looks kind of sad. It says, but the Grinch who lived just north of Whoville did not. So the Grinch that hated Christmas the whole Christmas season. Now, please don't ask why. No one quite knows the reason. It could be that his head was screwed on just right. Wasn't. So it could be perhaps that his shoes were too tight. But I think that the most likely reason of all may have been that his heart was 2 sizes too small. So what does that mean? Does that mean like his heart was really big or really small?
Really small.
Yeah, it was really small. Maybe that's why he probably looks sad. Okay.
Mommy.
Okay, let's see. But whatever the reason, his heart or his shoes, he stood there on Christmas Eve, hating the Who's, staring down from the cave with a sour, grinchy frown. At the warm lighted window below in their town, for he knew every Who down in Whoville, beneath was busy now, hanging a mistletoe wreath. Wow. See, look, it's all the way up here. It says, and they're hanging their stockings, he said. He snarled with a sneer. What does sneer mean? Do you guys know what sneer means?
Maybe like a
Kind of like
a grumpy kind of face.
yeah, he said it like a kind of grumpy face. Yeah. Because tomorrow is Christmas. It's practically here. Then he growled, which is with his Grinch fingers nervously drumming, I must find some way to stop Christmas from coming. For tomorrow he knew. Okay. Ooh, Mary, Mary. So it says, all the Who girls and boys would wake bright and early. They'd rush for their toys. And then, oh the noise, oh the noise, oh the noise. That's one thing he hated, the noise, the noise. The noise. Look at that, you can see everyone kind of putting all their toys together and all the Christmas decorations. Okay.
I bet it is kind of annoying.
Yeah. Maybe it gets loud. Yeah. Oh wow, yeah, they have food.
But then there's a reason why they have food.
Yeah, it's supposed to be Christmas spirit. It says then the Who young and old would sit down to feast, and they'd feast and they'd feast and they'd feast. They would feast on Who pudding and rare Who's roast beef. Which one was something that the Grinch could stand in the least? They have all sorts of food then, huh?
We're almost like everyone in
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, there's a whole bunch of them. They're all standing together. It says, and then they do something he liked least of all. It says he liked every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, would stand close together with Christmas bells ringing. They'd stand hand in hand, and the Who's would start singing. They'd sing and they'd sing and they'd sing, sing, sing. And the more the Grinch thought of this Who Christmas sing, the more the Grinch thought, I must stop this whole thing. Why, for 53 years I've put up with it now. I must stop him this Christmas from coming. But how? Why would we want to stop Christmas?
There are 39 Who's there.
39 Who's?
And maybe he doesn't like the noise and stuff. And maybe he didn't got to celebrate Christmas and he was like.
Oh, maybe he doesn't know how to celebrate, huh?
And I think I saw a movie of him being an orphan.
That's right. Maybe he was all alone. And then it says, then he got an idea, an awful idea. It says the Grinch got a wonderful idea, or a wonderful, awful idea. Oh my gosh, she's getting dressed. Look at that.
Santa.
He's gonna be Santa. It says, I know just what to do. The Grinch laughed in his throat, and he made a quick Santa Claus hat and a coat. And he chuckled and chuckled. And what a great Grinchy trick. With this coat and this hat, I look just like Saint Nick. And then, oh, he did see his pants. He only has shoes and a shirt. And what's that?
A hat.
A hat.
I don't get how the Who's tell if it's Santa or not.
I know.
I remember,
We'll
also
find
how
out.
Cindy Lou Who knows that Santa or not.
Yeah, and then this one says, all I need is a reindeer. It says, the Grinch looked around, but since reindeers are scarce, what does scarce mean? Does anyone know?
Like skitterish or scared.
Maybe, huh? How about you, Deacon?
They're like scared whoever comes.
Kinda. Maybe it kind of means like there's not many. Scarce. Maybe there's like very few. So, the Grinch looked around, but since the reindeer are scarce, there was none to be found. Did that stop the old Grinch? No, the Grinch simply said, if I can't find a reindeer, I'll make one instead. So he called his dog, Max. Then he took some red thread and he tied a big horn on top of his head. He made him a reindeer. Yep. Let's see. And then it says, then he loaded some bags and some old empty sacks on a ramshackle sleigh and he hitched up old Max. So he hitched up Max all the way to this. But he's so small. How can he pull that?
Plus he's skinny. Do you see his ribs?
Yeah, he's a skinny.
Probably because like he needs all of this like a strength and stuff to pull it.
Maybe.
And plus like you're going downhill, so it gives him more energy to pull
Oh. And then it says, the Grinch said, giddy up. It says, then the sleigh started down toward the home where the Who's lay a snooze in their town. When it says lay a snooze in their town, does that mean?
They're sleep.
Yeah, sleep. Yeah, they're sleeping. And then it says, all their windows were dark. Quiet snow filled the air. All the Who's were all dreaming sweet dreams without care. When he came to the first little house on the square, this stopped as number one. The old Grinchy claws hissed, and he climbed to the roof, empty bags in his fist. Wow.
Did he say tea bags?
It says empty bags.
Oh,
Yeah. I know, it sounded like it off. And then look at that, he actually went inside.
He's so bendy, it looks like he's
I know, right? And
Wait, it
then
looks like he's a monster.
it does, he looks like a little snake. It says, then he slid down the chimney. A rather tight pinch, but if Santa could do it, then so could the Grinch. He got stuck only once, for a moment or two. Then he stuck his head out of the fireplace flue, where the little Who stockings all hung in a row. These stockings, he grinned, are the first things to go. Does that mean he's going to take them?
Yes, he's gonna take them.
He's going to take them, yeah.
He's gonna take them. Just imagine how he stuffs the tree.
Oh, I know. Then he slithered and slunk with a smile most unpleasant around the whole room. And he took every present. He took all of them. Pop guns and bicycles, roller skates, drums, checkerboards, tricycles, popcorn, and plums. And he stuffed them in bags. Then the Grinch very nimbly stuffed all the bags, one by one, up the chimney. But it says chimbley. That's weird.
Chimney.
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 I don't know what a chimney is, but
Chimney.
maybe it's their way of saying chimney.
But I think they just said that word.
He even stole food.
They're gonna
What's
stop.
the reason they're stealing food even though
I
they
know.
Plus, how did they even stop?
What are those?
They're
they're who hash.
Oh, like cans of food.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh wait, who has it? Who hash is actually corned beef hash.
Oh, maybe they like when you have like a human.
I think it's like when it says who hash, I think it's actually corned beef hash.
Yeah.
They put it for that.
That's so cool. That's smart. This is then he slunk to the icebox. He took the Who's feast. He took the Who pudding. He took the roast beef. He cleaned out the icebox as quick as a flash. Why? That Grinch even took their last can of Who hash. Yeah, just like you guys said, hash. All that was left was his tree and some ornaments. It's just bare.
Wait, remember how fuzzy it was earlier? No, look
Yeah.
how skinny it is.
I
It's
think
like-
he used like some kind of rope
Mhm.
and like probably wrapped it around it and then left it to put everything away first and then he could do that.
That's a good idea. I actually probably think that's what he did.
But how does it get up there?
I know, right?
Does it just like grow wings
I know,
and does it
right?
just fly up there?
Or did he throw it up there?
He throws it away.
Wait, but it's so heavy that.
I know, and it's just him. Like, who's helping, you know?
But I think he just throws it up though.
Plus,
Yeah.
how is his head thin?
Then he stuck all the food up the chimney with glee, and now the Grinch said, I will stuff up the tree. So he's gonna take the tree too. Oh my gosh, look, these are right. And then Grinch grabbed the tree and he started to shove when he heard a small sound like the coo of a dove. He turned around fast and he saw a small who. Little Cindy Lou who was not more than 2. She's only 2 years old. The Grinch been caught up this tiny who daughter. I know, she's just so tiny. Who got out of bed for a cup of cold water. She stared at the Grinch and said, Santa Claus. She says, why are you taking our Christmas tree? Why? And then it says, but you know that the old Grinch was so smart and so slick, he thought up a lie, and he thought it up quick. Why, my sweet little tot, the fake Santa Claus lied. There's a light on this tree that won't light on one side, so I'm taking it home to my workshop, my dear. I'll fix it up there. Then I'll bring it back here. And he fibbed the child. Then he patted her head, and he got her a drink and sent her to bed. And when Cindy Lou Who went up with her cup, he went to the chimney and swept the tree up. So what did he do? What did he tell her?
He told her to that he was part of the light.
Yeah. But that's not the truth, huh?
Yeah. He likes so
He pretty much wants to steal it.
Yes.
and so like he wanted to tell her a lie so she won't tell her mom.
That's what it is. Yeah, it's like a lie. Lies are bad.
Even the law.
Yeah. And then it said, yeah, even the dog. It says, then the last thing he took was the log in their fire. Then he went up the chimney himself, the old liar. On their walls he left nothing but hooks and some wires. And one speck of food that he left in the house was a crumb that was even too small for a mouse. So even the mouse couldn't have anything. That's sad. Oh, look, and you can see all of them sleeping in the back. And they didn't hear any of them. It says, then he did the same thing to other Who houses. So he did almost everybody's house.
Like that.
Yeah, leaving crumbs much too small for all the other Who mouses. So there's other mouses in other Who houses. And there he is, Mary, Mary. It says, it was 1:15 all the Who's still in bed, all the Who's still a snooze. When he packed up his sled, he packed it up with their presents, the ribbons, the wrappings, the tags, and the tinsel, the trimmings, the trappings. So he took everything. Oh, yeah. And then it says, 3,000 feet up the side of Mr. Crumpet, he rode with his load to the tip-top to dump it. Pooh to the Who, he was grinchily humming. They're finding out now that there's no Christmas coming. They're just waking up. I know just what they'll do. Their mouths will hang open, 1 or 2, and then the Who's and the Who will cry boo-hoo. That's kind of mean, huh? Yeah, the Who's will say boo-hoo because they wake up and say nothing.
And then they're crying time.
Yeah. It says, then, that's a noise, grinned the Grinch. He says, that I simply must hear. So he paused, and the Grinch put his hand to his ear, and he did a hear sound rising over the snow. It started in low, then it started to grow. So he was like this. You can kind of hear better when you go like that. So that's what he did. And then, let's see. Then it says, but the sound wasn't sad. Why, this sound sounded merry. It could have been so, but it was merry, very. He stared down at Whoville. The Grinch popped his eyes, then he shook. What he saw was a shocking surprise. Oh, hold on. They're all holding hands. It says, every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, was singing without any presents at all. He hadn't stopped Christmas from coming. It came somehow or other. It came just the same. And everyone was still happy. Yeah.
Who's there?
There is. And the Grinch with his Grinch feet ice cold in the snow stopped, stood puzzling and puzzling. How could it be so? He says, it came without ribbons, it came without tags, it came without packages, boxes, or bags. And he puzzled 3 hours till this puzzle was sore. Then the Grinch thought of something he hadn't before. Maybe Christmas, he thought, doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas perhaps means a little bit more. Does Christmas come from a store?
Yeah,
No.
Yeah.
It comes from love and
The North Pole kind of, huh? Yeah.
love.
Yeah.
Like the snow from the North Pole just
Yeah.
flies from there.
Why Mr.
Yeah,
Grinch?
yeah.
Why Mr. Grinch steal all the presents?
I don't know. Maybe he wanted to make them mad?
No.
Why did he do that?
Oh no, he likes. Well, I think I know why, because he thinks that Christmas is a lie and they made everything from scratch, and And he
doesn't believe,
Mr. Grinch, he doesn't believe in Christmas. Mr. Grinch, he just said he just said he I mean,
Okay, let's see what happens. Hey, don't hit each other. Don't hit. Alright, so then what happened then? Well, in Whoville, they say that the Grinch's small heart grew 3 times that day. And the minute his heart didn't feel quite so tight, he whizzed out with his load through the bright morning lights, and he brought back the toys and the food, and for the food feast, and he, so it says his heart grew,
he just took like 3 times
and himself, the Grinch's card grew.
Mr.
He did end up having a Christmas.
Oh, Mr. Grinch.
Yeah, what do you guys think about it?
10 out of 10. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something.
I agree.
Hey,
But it's
sister,
good.
can I tell you something?
Yes.
Mr. Grinch said he acts as the star.
Can you?
Oh.